for the most part, I mean, it was a project that I was down to do because I believe it's a story that's just never really been told.
I mean, it's dope. I connect with it because I'm Haitian. Off rip, so I connect with it.
How Haitians were stereotyped and were singled out back in the mid-'80s and the early '90s, and the fight.
Hi, I'm your host, Mojo Mo, and I'm here at Kent Theater in Brooklyn, New York at the Haitian Polo documentary. Tune in, Fusion Mag.
It's funny because it's a catch-22, because a lot of what we went through back then, as far as why we were teased and picked on, was because of our parents' pride in their culture. Although they came to America, they were not willing to assimilate to American culture.
I would say I was Haitian, they would be like, oh wow, you don't look Haitian, or how come you don't have an accent? I was like, I was born here, so you're not Haitian, you're not like them.
And back in the days, the statements, all that were made by fashion.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when we came in, polo was a thing, man.
Once you present yourself as what other people want to be, they will follow you. So that's why we use this fashion renaissance with polo to basically gain our respect, because once we became more fashionable than the ones that were picking on us, then they began to follow us, they began to look up to us.
Well, the thing about polo is that, when you got Haitian culture and the way your parents dress you, polo was like the closest classic thing that you could wear.
So I think that the whole Haitian culture took the forefront once Haitians started excelling and becoming successful. Wyclef Jean, and then you had Albie Shore's Haitian, Usher's Haitian, so then it became cool.
During the 80s and the 90s, we had a lot of brands, man. It wasn't only polo, but what happened is polo was one of the brands that kind of stuck. It kind of stayed relevant because of the designs, because of how Ralph Lauren put his stuff together, and that's the brand that everybody gravitated towards and trying to get fly, because when you put it on, it makes you look different, it makes you feel different compared to the other brands, and that's what the peer pressure was about. If you have that, you're the man. So that's what everybody wanted at that time. I mean, people had other brands, but polo was the top of the line in the 80s and the 90s, especially by 92. 92, forget about it, man. It was a scene to see, man. I can't really explain this if you were not there.
Well, that's why I'm watching the film. I wasn't there, so we're gonna pick up some things from it.
Yeah, so it's basically, there's different generation in this whole movement. You have the 80s, then you have the early 90s, and then you have the mid 90s, and then you have so on and so forth. But the most critical moments were the late 80s and the early 90s. Those were the moments that once you have these things on, forget about it, you're the man. And being Haitian, we were very stigmatized. They discriminated against, people did not like us.
African booty scratcher.
Haitian booty scratcher, HIV, all kind of derogatory names. So we had to find a way to assimilate ourselves, acculturate ourselves, and to assist them so we could try to prevent some of these things from attacking us. And one of the things that we used was the hip hop and the fashion design and all these different clothes. So once we get into hip hop, in terms of Rakim and LL Cool J and Run DMC, so that means you're becoming cool. And now you start rocking the clothes. So now you hip hop and you rocking the clothes. So meaning you kind of like assimilating so well into the culture that you kind of like forget if you were Haitian. And to some degree, some Haitians, they even want to say they're Haitian. You know what I'm saying? And that's how deep they got into the culture in terms of the music, in terms of the clothes and all that stuff. So the polo is kind of like a fabric. It's kind of like a common denominator that cement all of us together. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how you say that? It's like a signal. Once you have that on, you already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?